I hope you're doing well. Today we will see what was the biggest financial mistake you made that you still regret to this day. Welcome to the Question Answer channel, the channel where you will find the answer to everything. I thank Ashwin C, Ludwig Rose, Joel Young and Anonymous for sharing their answers to this question with us. We'll start with Ashwin C's answer.
I was in the baggage claim area of the airport wearing my university sweater. I was approached by this well-dressed guy who mentioned to me that he was an alumnus and volunteered to offer me a ride back as it was on his way. This was 2011 and I was a master's student and perennially short of cash. $80 odd for a cab ride was a huge expense back then. I accepted. For the good or bad, I have always been skeptical and was immediately wary of this person. He drove a flashy red Mercedes coupe and casually bragged about the lack of trunk space for my bags. He spoke a lot on the ride over to the uni, mostly about how successful he is. I listened with disdain. I remember this conversation particularly well. We were climbing up the steps to my apartment. I was pleasantly surprised he offered to help me carry my bags when he mentioned how well built I was. I knew I had put on a lot of weight and hadn't worked out for nearly a year. This made me more skeptical of him. We entered the apartment and I offered him tea as any decent person would in this circumstance. To my discomfort, he accepted the offer and plonked himself on the couch. This was when he made his salvo into bitcoins. Remember, this was 2011 and unless you were totally into cryptocurrency, no one knew about it. No articles or hype about it in magazines or the internet. He asked me point blank, would I like to buy $100 worth of it? He also mentioned each bitcoin was priced a few cents. I don't remember how many cents exactly. I thought to myself, what an idiot. If he asked me to part with $10, I could have considered just to be rid of his company. But he got greedy and lost himself a customer. I politely refused in spite of his assurances about what a sound investment it would be. That $100 worth of bitcoin was $6.5 million in December 2017. I always wonder what happened to that guy. He apparently invested thousands of dollars into bitcoins back in 2011. Update: this experience made me realize to never knock down people who were supposedly lucky and got rich. There is no such thing as being lucky, I guess. Had I the balls and foresight to invest that $100 back then, would I be lucky or shrewd today?
We can continue with Ludwig Rose's answer.
The biggest financial mistake I made is the same one most middle-class Americans make as soon as they start making a little money. Buying a German luxury sedan. This was essentially the exact car I bought, at 25 years old. Same color in and out. Instead of focusing on paying off my student loans, I thought, I'll just make payments and buy this fancy expensive super fast car because I work hard and I deserve it. Apparently what I deserved were big monthly payments, maintenance bills, rapid depreciation and working tons of hours to fund my expensive lifestyle. After a couple years of learning about personal finance, I came to realize that one of the reasons I was broke, despite my high income, was that I was spending all my money on crap I didn't need. Crazy idea, right? The amount of money I was paying for my car payment plus insurance plus gas was about on par with my rent. King financial disaster. I eventually sold the car, got another car I quickly paid off, and I'm on my journey to being 100% debt-free. I am about 3 months away currently. I now believe I deserve peace of mind rather than expensive stuff and the accompanying headache. Best, Ludwig R. PS as of August 28, 2020 I am officially 100% debt-free. $238K in total debt. All gone.
What do you think? We will continue with Joel Young's answer.
A friend suggested I buy some Bitcoin. I duly purchased $500 worth of Bitcoin for fun. For a year, there wasn't much activity going on, so I decided to sell it at $550. Of course, half a year after that and the whole Bitcoin bubble spikes up the price of Bitcoin. At its peak, my original $500 Bitcoin holdings could have been liquidated for $14,000. I still cringe at that memory. I'm thankful that I didn't lose any money. But I could have gotten a 28-fold return on my investment, instead of a paltry 10%. Oof. Do feel free to visit my website at the Biochemistry of Human Health to connect.
What do you think? We will continue with Anonymous's answer.
This happened to me back in 2016. I'm an unsalaried person from middle-class background, and at the time of this incident, I was 29. I'm too conservative in nature and so is my wife. Me and my wife, had a saving of around ours 7.5 lakh together at the time of wedding. In next 1 year, we saved some more money and in total we had 11 lakh. This was all we had, no other assets, bank balance, shares, FDs, nothing at all. This is really a very big amount for us. A new cooperative credit society, having head office in Nashik, Maharashtra, had opened their new office in Nagpur that time. They offered attractive returns, 13%, on FDs and I fell for it. I invested of the money we had in the society. I was aware of the fraudulent practices in such societies and how the money is looted by them. But then I thought, the society is newly set up in Nagpur and they won't make any fraudulent practice immediately after entering the market. I thought, they will require some time to earn fame and even if they're corrupt, they will show those practices after they're set up well in market, which will take some years. Considering this, I decided to invest there. I was very clear that I will keep money invested with them only for 1 year. This was crystal clear aim I had. But then within just few months, news spread about the malpractices in the society and then somehow society ran out of money and entered into liquidation, details later in another story. Me, wife and parents are till now in big trauma that we lost such a big amount, but we can't do anything now. Government officials working on the liquidation process are sleeping since 3 years and we have almost lost all our money. A current runs through my body even when I'm saying this. So coming to ultimate question, what was your biggest financial mistake? I fell for unrealistic returns. I had doubt, still I fell for it. I trusted a cooperative credit society despite of knowing their practices in India. I invested all the money in the same instrument. I took a risk beyond my capacity. Advice to readers: do not fall for the unrealistic returns, especially when they're promised by non-trustworthy sources. Never invest all your money in cooperative credit societies, no matter how reliable they seem to be. Never invest all the money in any single instrument. Never take risk beyond your capacity.
The video is over. Thank you for staying until the end. You can now subscribe if you like the video more. Remember to also leave a like. It helps for the referencing on YouTube. This is now the end of this video. Remember to leave a comment to tell us if these answers resonate with you. Bye and see you soon.